Good morning. I'm Ron Moore with your Friday morning cup of motivation. Picture with me, if you will, if you got up and drove to work, say Monday morning, and there were tanks lining the streets. There were soldiers out there with M16s out there. I mean, that'd be a weird feeling, wouldn't it? And yet, that's exactly what's going on today in many countries. In Israel, in Iraq, in Iran. People whom God loves, and yet they are constantly under the threat of war. Because, as I mentioned the other day, just as there is a good, there is an evil. And they are constantly threatened by war at any time. That bombs could be landing where they're going to work, where they live, where they go to school. There could be some major terrorist attack. I mean, we've never really experienced waking up and seeing tanks and soldiers and Marines in the street. We've not experienced that. And yet I'm telling you, we're at a war right now that you can't see. I mean, we're at a war between the angels and the demonic forces. And I want to ask you this. How do you view our world today? Are you surrounded by victory, or are you surrounded by defeat? See, we're surrounded, no doubt about it. If we could see in the heavenlies, it'd scare us to death. You know, and sometimes we want to cry out like Elisha's servant did and say, Elisha, they're going to get us. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. And yeah, remember what Elisha said? Lord, remove the scales from his eyes. Let him see what's going on. And when he did that, he saw that there were more chariots that were for them, than there were the demonic forces and or the evil soldiers that were out to get him. He saw that. And so I want to challenge you today. Listen, as you see this thing, I want you to know you're a champion. See, we serve the champion. He is the champion, as my old buddy Carmen used to say. He is a champion. And so we serve the champion, and so because of that, listen, we don't need to be pushing the panic button. Oh, I'm not saying it's not time for concern, but I tell you, it is time, like Ephesians 6 says, to get dressed for battle. Are you dressed for battle today? If you're watching this before you go to work, or maybe during work, I don't know. Are you dressed for battle? Because it is so important, because we're at war, and the enemy could strike at any time in your life. We all have cracks in our armor. I got them, you got them. We all got them. And so we need to be aware in our realizing that there are more for us than who are against us. We got cracks in our armor, and the enemy's going to try to slip in. He's going to try to get a foot in the door through those cracks in our armor. So today, I just want you to walk, though, with that view that, hey, we're surrounded by victory because we got the champion has come. He rose from the dead. He conquered death, hell, and the grave. And so because of that, hey, we walk concerned, but we know that we walk in victory. We've read the back of the book, and we win. Hey, you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you again on Monday. Be sure and be dressed for battle. Bye-bye now.